Today we're looking at job number 11885 and it's an Xbox Series X that doesn't output to a TV. The reason why is pretty clear. The HDMI port isn't in great condition, as you can see at the end there. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and replace it. I'm going to go over to the heater and take the port off, and then I'll be back under the scope and we'll take a look at it closer. Thing is, with the Xbox boards, they take so long to heat up. You need to be super patient and super careful when taking the port off. And it's mostly because of this little bit of glue down here, which we are going to be removing completely. But first, we're just going to apply some leaded solder to clear out everything and make our jobs easier. Just wick away the solder we have here on these little anchoring points, just like that, and also on these pads as well. Whilst we're here, try and take what we can out of the ground holes, but again, very, very tricky. We're going to use a solder sucker for the rest of this. Give everything a quick clean. Use a knife to get rid of this stupid bit of glue. All good. Using our solder sucker now to clear out the ground holes. Again, it's going to take a very, very long time to warm up the board and get these to a melting point. I do have leaded solder in the holes, so this should combine with the unleaded that we have in there, so it should be a little bit quicker than last time. It's starting to become molten now. I'll come in with the solder sucker in a second. Still not enough just yet. Just adding a tiny bit of flux to hopefully make our life a bit easier. Now we're just going to take our flux now that the holes are clear. It was very tough to actually get the holes clear. It took me a very long time. Had to end up using hot air and wick as well as the solder solder sucker. I'm just going to fill up these holes with leaded solder. I have to make sure everything's smoothed out. Okay, one last clean before we put the new port on. Put our flux on again, help with the flow of solder. And now we go for it. Apply some flux over the pins and go over them just to make sure that everything is connected and secure. And now, obviously, my favourite part, a clean-up. These ones are a lot easier than the PS5s because you don't have that capacitor. I say a lot easier. I mean, to get the port off, like, you need so much heat, and even to put it back on it takes a while, you know. I just want to make sure pins are good, which they are. And if we look at them like this, no bridges. All looking good. Turn the board over to the back. We've got a couple of these to sort out. Apply some flux and bring in Big Bertha. And again, a clean up. Get all that gunk off. It's crazy how much better lighting can make the image quality look better. But that is this port done, and now, like I said, we can give it a test. And here we have the Xbox Series X all put back together, power button pushed, and yes, the issue is now resolved. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.